What's good? What's great, everybody? Back with another edition of our fantasy segment. Last week did pretty well, man.
I think we did pretty
Not
well.
only the results, but hey, had some fans come out.
I think we helped.
We had a little bit of a coming out party.
Yeah.
I like it. Currently 3-0 in our league. Currently 2-1. Your boy took over first place. Just had to let y'all know. Just a little quick update. Kamara and Russell Wilson are just tearing it up, bro. What happened last week? I thought you had it.
I don't know. Honestly, sometimes it's a boomer bust league. You know what I'm saying?
Our Tyreek Hill trade did help you, though.
It did?
Tyreek had a good game, so I was happy to see that. I'm happy to see him flourishing under a new system.
My role players, they couldn't step up.
Nah.
My heavy hitters did their thing. Kyler Murray.
Perfect segue into the fact that the Heat are going to beat the Lakers tonight. Just in case you football fans needed a reminder. Nah, man, but fantasy football, always fun, always great. Looking forward to it. Week 4, this is a big one. Think we've seen some guys kind of solidify the role in teams that they're going to take throughout the season. Last week, I know we suggested Mike Davis as a big pickup off the waiver wire. Played pretty well, substituting for McCaffrey. Did his best McCaffrey impression.
Very well.
We also messed up a little bit. I know we said Herbert might have had a big game.
Yikes.
It happens. That's the beautiful thing about fantasy, you know. When you're right, it's awesome, but when you're wrong, it hurts. Is what it is. We've done our research. We're doing everything to get back on track this week. No mistakes. Yo, man.
Anyways.
Yeah, our waiver wire picks, bro. Who do you got your eye on this week?
All right, we're going back and forth with it?
Yeah.
All right, with my first waiver wire pickup.
Yeah.
Give me...
Where are you going, man? What direction you headed in?
Give me a running back by the name of Rex Burkhead.
Running backs are important.
30 points in PPR leagues last week.
Wow.
He was really utilized in the passing game.
Yes.
Cam was checking down a lot too.
Yes.
I just think he carries that momentum because if it ain't broke, why fix it, right?
Do you trust any Patriots running backs, knowing Belichick likes to mix and match, likes to ride the hot hand?
It's hard to trust. I will say that.
Yeah.
Take this advice with a grain of salt.
Yes.
But you can't ignore 10 targets.
If
you can't just think that goes from 10 to 0.
Yes.
That's crazy odds.
Burkhead does seem to be Belichick's favorite just because he does everything well. Blocks, catches, runs. I'm not mad at it. I just, how can you inform the people as to like when to play him, when to not? Would you play him in a more pass-friendly matchup?
This is simply if you're in very deep leagues.
Yes.
15-team leagues.
Okay, yeah. I'd
and
say
you
between
need
12 and
someone to
16,
swap
yeah.
out, especially with bye weeks coming up.
Yes, okay.
Quick
there you
plug
go.
and play.
Yes, okay. I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm actually going to go in a defensive direction. Defense can make or break you in some weeks. Last week, Indianapolis Colts won a lot of people their matchups. Tampa Bay Buccaneers won a lot of people their matchups. I'm going to go with the Rams this week. I think after getting exposed a little bit against Buffalo, they go in back home. They play a New York Giants team whose offense is just depleted. Danny Dimes, turnover machine. I really think the Rams can win a lot of people their matchup this week. Go ahead and drop whoever you have and pick up the Rams and play them. Play them. Number 2, bro. Where are you going? I'm trying to help y'all win, man.
Just in case you're, a victim of losing out on the Holy Trinity that is Julio Jones, Devontae Adams, and
Michael Thomas?
Yeah, Michael Thomas. Yeah. So if you're in need of a wide receiver, I'm looking at Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers. 9 targets, 5 catches last week.
Yes.
Put up 21 in PPR leagues. I feel like Nick Mullins has found a nice little, quick slant guy.
Yeah.
And they also utilized him in jet sweeps, which was pretty impressive.
They run the ball.
They had to switch it up because
Yeah.
you're missing a lot of big pieces.
Yes.
And I think they continue with the injuries they have to keep things spicy, and I think Ayuk is a big part of that.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and pick him up. Put it in the waiver.
Yeah. The other receiver I'll go in this direction is kind of piggybacking. Yeah.
How do you want to say it?
I was like piggybacking. No, but off of the point you made about the holy trinity of receivers. No Devontae Adams. Who did Aaron Rodgers look to? Alan Lazard. Rodgers, when he trusts you, he'll go to you. Devontae Adams is obviously always going to command more of a target share. I think Lazard has made it to where he's going to guarantee himself 4 to 6 targets a game, and he knows what to do with them. Big target in the end zone. Don't be surprised if his touchdown numbers go up a little bit. I like Alan Lazard as a pickup. If you're deep at receiver, go ahead and pick him up and stash him. If you need some help go ahead and play him at the flex. I don't think you're at worse for wear by playing him. And last but certainly not least, our third pick, bro.
Third and final pick. I'm going to go with Mr. Renfro.
Interesting.
He's available, I believe, in 7% of leagues.
I'm willing to say Derek Carr's favorite target.
Arguably his favorite target. So, and that's what I'm looking at.
Yes.
In a game where, like I said, I pointed to one of our earlier videos that Josh Jacobs makes or breaks this offense.
Yes.
In the case that they are down and they need to catch up, Renfro sees the majority of those targets.
Yeah, and with the injuries they have on the outside threat as receiver, once teams take away the middle of the field with Waller, it gives Renfro a lot of space to operate. My last one, I'm gonna go to a tight end. So tight ends, if you weren't able to grab Kelsey, if you have Ertz and he's not fulfilling your expectations right now, Kittle injury. Noah Fant, if you weren't able to grab him, he's been a nice spot in that Broncos offense. I'm gonna ride with Mo Alley Cox.
Oh, Mo Alley Cox.
I think that Phillip Rivers has shown a connection with him. Last week we saw Jack Doyle come back, and Cox was able to fully be used as a receiving threat. I think Indianapolis likes to use Doyle for his blocking ability and the occasional spring out for a nice little. What's up?
That's also good with the Steelers game being postponed. No Ebron. So.
Yes. And no Jonnu Smith for the Titans. Yeah, absolutely. Great point. Mo Alley Cox has shown a reliable connection with Phillip Rivers. We all know Rivers loves his tight ends. That goes back to his days with Antonio Gates. I think Mo Alley Cox is athletic, good hands, and just a big red zone target. I think he's a great plug and play, especially for this week's matchup against the Bears. I think you can feel confident with him giving you between 11 and 14 points this week.
So what's someone you don't feel so confident about, but someone you might take a chance on this week?
Yeah, okay.
Sleeper of the week.
Interesting. Sleeper, someone who I don't think a lot of people are looking at, but could be plugged in and immediately give you a lot of points, especially if you maybe aren't confident in Deshaun Watson. You're not confident in some of these other quarterback options. I'm going to go with Fitzmagic.
Going with the beard?
The Seahawks defense has shown an ability to be – points can be put up on them. Their secondary is not the Legion of Boom anymore. That front four doesn't have Jadeveon Clowney anymore. Their defense can be had. Dolphins' offense is trending in the right direction. I think Fitzmagic can easily give you like 270 yards and 3 touchdowns this week. Him and Gesicki have shown a great connection. Does Jamal Adams slow that down a little bit? But Fitzmagic gets going this week. He's my sleeper of the week.
Sleeper of the week for me, another wideout.
Okay, so you like the wideouts this week.
I do. There's a lot of impressive guys because quarterbacks are still trying to figure out in this early season who their favorite targets are. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw some good things for some rookies this week. And over out in Cincinnati against my Eagles.
Oof.
A man by the name of Mr. Higgins.
Okay, so you're buying the hype. You're buying the Higgins hype.
I'm buying the Higgins hype. Look, AJ Green, I'm sorry to say, it's not that guy over in Cincinnati anymore.
I don't think he's there anymore.
He's not
there
anymore.
Tyler Boyd looks like the guy over there.
He does, and you know who looks like the second guy?
Yeah.
Higgins coming off a great game last week.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, red zone targets. I can tell how much a quarterback trusts a receiver when they throw to them in the red zone.
Yep.
Tight windows. I need to rely on guys to go up and get the ball, and Burrow showed that reliability with Higgins last week, albeit against a depleted Eagles secondary.
Yep. And
but I still think that connection grows. As Burrow gets better, Higgins will get better.
This week going up against Jacksonville.
Yeah, great matchup. Great chance to replicate. Yeah, man. I like those sleepers. I'd feel confident playing both guys at a QB or a flex, maybe a wide receiver 3 in those deeper wide receiver leagues.
Yep.
Okay, man. With that being said, we've gone someone who isn't expected to do well. We think they're going to do well. How about people who we thought going into the season were going to be the guys? Right now, they're not looking like the guys, so they can be bought at a very low price.
I like where this is going.
Where are you going with this one? My
certified buy low this week is a Mr. Hollywood Brown of the Baltimore Ravens.
I like that.
Through 3 games, he really hasn't impressed this season.
Yeah.
But
you can buy extremely low.
If you look at that Ravens offense, you could tell they haven't really got into it yet.
Yeah.
They're still trying to find their feet. And against the Chiefs, I thought that was going to be his breakout game, but it's not, luckily for you guys. Because you can still go out and buy low for him. Because it's coming. I'm telling you that Lamar Jackson, Hollywood Brown connection is coming. He's essentially the Tyreek Hill of that offense.
So what's the most you would give up for him?
Most I would give up for him, probably a high-end RB2.
Okay. So, like, if I'm trading Melvin Gordon for Hollywood Brown, is that a fair trade?
Depends on what your depth at the running back position, but I would like that.
Just to give people a comparison, like an idea of who they should give up.
Yeah.
Someone who has exceeded expectations that you don't think will continue this trend that they're on right now, and you can sell them for you can sell them for a haul of people who you have more faith in down the stretch. Who are you going with?
Give me Austin Eckler as my sell high.
Okay.
Look, Joshua Kelly had a fumble last week, so that game scripted Austin Eckler into having to manage the load because they couldn't trust him anymore.
Yes.
That's going to change.
You got to punish the rookie too.
Exactly.
You got to punish him.
That's going to change as the season goes on. Joshua Kelly's going to see a lot more carries.
Justin Jackson getting healthy.
Austin Eckler isn't going to be the guy getting 10 targets and 20 carries a game much longer.
Yeah.
Sell him while you can.
Okay.
You can get some nice pieces for him.
Okay.
Maybe package him. You can get an injured Michael Thomas right now.
That's good advice. Michael Thomas just keep an eye on that one, man. If you could take advantage of like a bad team, a bad fantasy team who was relying on Michael Thomas, and they're like, yo, I just need someone to play right.
Yep.
That's an opportunity to be had.
Definitely.
But I'm going to go a receiver direction for my buy low. I'm going to go CD Lamb. Showing a good rapport with Dak Prescott. Plays majority of the offensive snaps. I think now it's just the point where we're waiting for that big breakout game. But get him now while you can get him low before he has that big breakout game, and he can be manipulated into a sell high.
Yep.
Take advantage. Strike while the iron is hot in Dallas. He gets targets. He gets carries. They utilize him the way Brandon Ayuk is almost kind of used in San Francisco, the way Deebo Samuel was kind of used. Go ahead and buy low on CeeDee Lamb. You can give up next to nothing for him right now because realistically someone drafted him later, or maybe picked him off the waiver wire. My sell high candidate, I'm going to go with, this might shock a lot of people, but I'm going to go with Kyler Murray. That 3-interception performance against the Lions led me to believe some exploiting happened, some exposing happened. He's always going to beat you with his legs, so the value's always there, absolutely.
His floor is just so high.
If I have Kyler Murray and I'm weak at two positions, let's say I'm a little thin at tight end and receiver, I'm a little thin at receiver running back, I can easily swing a Kyler Murray for maybe like a good receiver who's going to get consistent numbers. I could probably swing Kyler Murray for Keenan Allen and like another running back who I'm feeling like may not be doing enough, but I feel good about him. Todd Gurley. I could go like Todd Gurley and Keenan Allen for Kyler Murray. If you make that trade, I'm not mad. Also, look at his schedule from week 12 to week 16. Kyler Murray has a lot of tough opponents that are going to be able to keep him in the pocket.
I don't know. I just feel like him being able to get it done with his legs alone makes him.
Of course, no. That's what fantasy viable.
And in deeper leagues, it might be hard to find someone who actually needs a quarterback.
Yeah.
Desperately.
Yeah. Maybe if you want to do Kyler for Aaron Rodgers and another receiver, that's not a bad trade. You get a quarterback who I just think Kyler is he's over exceeding expectations right now, like so astronomically.
Borderline MVP candidate.
Borderline. When he comes back down to earth, I think it's going to cost people some W's because they're relying on that performance from him right now.
Okay, I'm not mad.
That's where I'm going with it. Yeah, man.
All right.
I agree. If you're 3-0 in both leagues, you're doing something right. You're doing something right.
Okay.
Yo, shut up. No. Yo, this has been a great fantasy segment.
Nah. Now that I got a mic, I just need to tell the world that I'm the one who told you to choose Gurley. I'm the one who told you to choose Russ. I'm also the one who made you pick your defense early, so you don't have to worry about that.
I've dropped my defense 5 times. Look at you. Look at you right now.
Dude, right? I'm the reason you're 3-0.
It's not true.
All right, guys. This has been Behind the Logo Fantasy.
It's not true. No, we need
These two are going to do what they're going to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and that's ring you guys rings. Thank you for this segment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are always
pulling up.
Oh, that was clean.
What a world, life is a bitch, what a girl.